Oh my goodness, we're so small. Let's bring us up. Hey, the glory that we were intended to be in. Well, welcome back to MPL Insider, Emily.
Thank you.
And I already said who you are.
Oh, Tim.
Who are you, Paul Hoffman?
I know, I can't help it every time
Well, it's been a year, everyone.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't feel like it. It's been quite a while since we've been away. Obviously, as you can see from the bumper, we look identical to what we did when the bumper was made. I mean, I guess you can't improve on perfection, right? So Emily, what's been happening the last year? Anything?
I don't know. I feel like for such a long time I had really horrible stories to share.
You did.
But things have just been kind of going with the flow.
You got kind of sick
crazy.
A couple weeks ago.
What was that?
You were kind of sick?
Well, yeah, I had a cold, but that's about it. I mean, I'm actually happy to report that there's nothing to report.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
What about you?
No dog upended you lately?
No, at least not yet. I mean,
not that you know of.
He tries every day. How about you? How are you doing?
Me, my thing that I'm really happy about is we're sleeping in our bedroom again for the past 3 nights.
And can you tell everybody why you weren't?
Sure. Well, we had some work done, some remodeling work done on our master bedroom and master bathroom. And we were in our living room. Our living room was our bedroom with our bed in there with plastic sheets up to keep the dust off us for 7 or 8 weeks. The person who installed our new blinds referred to it as the living master bedroom. And I'm like, well, thank goodness this guy's installing blinds because he's very clever with his wordplay.
Interesting.
He's got to know what's going on. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the latest development for me. And plus, I've been going down to Milwaukee for the Milwaukee Film Festival a lot.
Yeah, so Tim might be a tired boy today.
I might be tired, but I kind of look the same when I'm tired as when I'm wide awake. So it all works out. Right?
Fair enough.
Well, all right. Should we just dive into it?
I mean, yeah. I guess I want to first say is we're not back. We're not back.
Oh, we're not back. This is
just a special episode.
Yeah. Very special episode.
Yeah. So I'll let you introduce because we know pronouncing things is hard for me. So.
Well, pronouncing things, I mean, it's a skill. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So just out of curiosity. So this thing that's happening at the library right now is actually amazingly cool. It is, well, let me just put up a graphic that tells you what it is. It is WOMT 100, a century of live local radio in Manitowoc. And we have amazing radios on display from a Manitowoc resident, a local collector named Steve Cantor. And WOMT is partnering with the library to bring this about as a way of celebrating their 100th year of being on air. My goodness. Just like I said, this is smooth as silk. Error-free. We haven't done it in a year, so it's just beautiful. It's, okay. It's going to be lovely. So let me bring in our guest for today, which is, first of all, Mr. Steve Cantor, who is the collector extraordinaire.
Hello.
Hello, Steve. And from Sea Hafer News, WOMT 100, Ian Schiebel.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. So I'll just throw this out there to you guys and let you duke it out for who's going to answer it, or you can do it. You can just talk over each other if you want. We don't have an issue with that. We do it all the time.
All the time.
No problem.
Perfect. This is working out exactly as I hoped it would. And I'm not joking. How did this come into play as the exhibit to represent both Steve and WOMT for the 100th anniversary?
Steve,
don't all talk at once.
Steve, do you want to take this one?
You answer that, Ian.
Oh, I'm supposed to answer it? Well, all right. Well,
how did it happen? I mean, it was Terry. I've known Terry a long time. Did a lot of business with him when I was working. So we kind of came up with this idea together.
Cool.
To celebrate by putting the collection up for public viewing
And
and combine it with the history
Yeah.
of WMT.
Exactly. And that was the big reason behind it. Obviously, WOMT is celebrating 100 years of live local radio here in Manitowoc. So what better way to showcase those years of us being such a pivotal member of this community than to partner with a member of the community and the library and showcase, again, these little boxes that somehow got us to where we are today when you really think about it. Like those little boxes of tubes and wires. And now we're all addicted to our phones. The AI revolution is here. It's so fascinating.
Yeah. No, and you know what I think of, and I'm going. Oh, go ahead, Steve.
I was just going to say, a phone is a radio, actually. So
that is true.
Yeah.
It works on radio waves.
But you know, the thing that I, looking at the exhibition from when you guys were putting it up last week, just coming and walking through past it every day, is how much went into the aesthetics of things compared to now. Like the arts and crafts movement used to be so much stronger in industrial design. I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm sorry, but in comparison, this is pathetic compared to what's on display. And let me just show you. I mean, let's just take a look here. I mean, these are just, I took, a couple of pictures. They're lovely. And the one on the left, the cabinet radio, the way it's displayed, what's also very cool is you can go behind it and there are stanchions up. So, it's not like you can get your grubbies on the workings of it, but I mean, you can look at the workings of what makes that incredibly beautiful radio, what makes it tick, what makes it work, what gives it life. And that radio is still functional, Steve, correct?
Correct. Most of what I have in my collection has been electronically restored.
Oh, I was wondering that.
Yeah. And I mean, at times, last Sunday, I played the Brewer game on there for a little bit, but then it got too busy and I couldn't really enjoy just sitting around and listening to the Brewer game. But I mean, and then this is just one of a number of beautiful transistor radios that are down there. And that particular one was probably the best pocket radio ever made. It was made by Zenith in Chicago, Illinois. And it sounds very nice for a little radio. Oh, it does. It does. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's just so wonderful to look at. And then, Steve, talk a little bit about the one on the left with
those are my favorites.
With the Bell speaker. Yeah. That is really so cool.
The one on the right or the one on the left?
The one on my right. I'm sorry.
On your right, that is an Atwater Kent radio from 1926, the year that WOMT started, and those were made out of metal. The whole thing was stamped out of steel, and they were made in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And at the time that radio was built, they were the largest manufacturer of radios in the world. Wow. They quit making them in 1936 during the Depression.
Okay.
They made all kinds of beautiful radios.
Wow.
I mean, they're just amazing.
Yeah.
And to think about it, from a historical standpoint, with WOMT, that particular unit right there is from 1926. I think, is that the unit that Robert O. Cook was listening to when he was building the original WOMT studio? Is that the model that Francis Cotto had? So he could listen to his own station, all of these things. It's so fascinating to go down those kind of historic rabbit holes and find out just the cool little facts, especially about WOMT.
Well, and I know Go ahead, Steve.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, don't be sorry.
They were very expensive. Radios were very expensive at that time too. A radio like that in today's dollars would be like $1,000 or more. In today's dollars. I mean, it was probably about $100 for that radio set. Wow. So if you had one, at that time in 1926, probably a lot of your neighbors were coming over to listen to it.
Yeah. I've been dying to know, Steve, is this just a sampling of what you have? Do you have more at home, or is this the whole collection? And then my second question is, how did you acquire all of these?
Okay. I have more of them at home. I have a collection of about 100 radios,
Wow.
of various shapes and sizes and time. And a lot of these radios, I mean, I started collecting back in the early 90s, and a lot of them were found in junk shops, or I bought them um, at flea markets, or I bought them
Sure.
on eBay, or wherever I could find them. And a lot of them were, some of them were basket cases when I got them, and I found a lot of joy in getting it, refinishing it, getting the electronics fixed, and getting them working again.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. I was always fascinated by old things ever since I was a little kid, old cars, old furniture, and radios were just kind of a natural extension for me.
Oh,
And
for
I was
sure.
always fascinated by the fact that if you look back in human history, if you got the news, it was 2 weeks old, if you were lucky. And when
Yeah.
they started this radio station in Manitowoc in 1926, it was only 6 years after the first radio station ever was formed in the United States. So people were getting news in real time for the first time in human history. And
Wow.
I just find that very fascinating.
Yeah,
and
for
and
sure.
and print was not happy about it.
I
no.
bet.
Yeah, again, it really just goes to show how radio really revolutionized the way we received news and entertainment. WOMT particularly was one of the first radio stations to air news every hour on the hour because of that deal with United Press.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I'm gonna switch away just for a second from this picture because there's also WOMT ephemera and collectibles from the past. There's one thing that we couldn't display that Ian and I we tried everything at our disposal, and even Stacy said, "Well, we can mount it if you want," but the mounts on the back of this thing were beyond the pillar
Oh.
that we were going to mount it on,
Mhm.
and it is this amazing WOMT clock,
Mm.
and we could have put it in the display case, but it took up a lot of real estate.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Well, Tim, we'll find a way to showcase that at some point. The exhibit's up until May 30th, so we'll find a way.
Oh, if you do, I mean, I just love that clock. I mean,
That clock
we should
is
say what
really
it is.
cool.
It's a clock, and it is just beautiful. It's also a little heavy, but
Two-person
not too
drop
heavy
it.
to hang. Yeah, I mean, we can pick it up.
Oh,
But if you look in this picture, what Ian was talking about, the news on top of every hour, they have the chimes in there
oh.
that they would play at the top of every hour. It also takes me back to being an altar boy, because it's very similar to the chimes we would play in church. But and I love that there's essentially a TV guide for WOMT that you put out for years that gave what was playing the entire month, correct?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep. That is how people got the broadcast schedule. That was
Wow.
really the TV guide of its time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are examples of that in this display case downstairs. And to go back to the radios, this display case is right next to this one and flanked by another beautiful cabinet radio. So Ian, when does this exhibit run through again?
So this is through the month of May. So May 30th. So you have some time, but I'm going to recommend that you get in there and see it now. It's fresh, new. And I'm recommending going in now because we're going to be adding more. So it's going to be a little bit different as we go on through the month. But again, Steve, Terry, and I, and with the help of Tim, we were setting this up over this past weekend, and it looks fantastic. Every time I popped into the library, there's been a crowd of people around it. It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Again, Tim, you mentioned it earlier, just looking at the designs of these. I'm a big fan of antiques, just like the rest of us here, but it's so interesting to see the bakelights and just the designs, the futuristic designs when we're now living in the future that they were.
They called that machine age design, and a lot of it was streamlined, like Art Deco style design.
Mhm.
And if you think about it, these things were factory made objects, but they were made with such care, and there were so many different styles and designs of radios. There's thousands and thousands of different kinds.
Yeah.
So that's what makes them interesting to look at.
Yeah.
I don't have a picture of it, but I also like the one that essentially the round one that
Looks
almost
like a
serves
record.
as a mirror.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a record.
Yeah.
Steve and I, we actually we nerded out about that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful.
That one was designed by a famous designer. I think his name was Walter Teague, and he designed automobile stuff. He designed radios for Spartan, many different kinds of radios, and a lot of them were mirrored glass radios, and they were cool, and they were in different colors too. You had, I believe, there was like a pink toned mirror radio, and I forget what the other color was, but there was like 3 different colors that you could get.
Yeah, if anybody wants to lend me like 10 grand to buy an original one, yeah, just, I'm
Chump
available.
change.
Yeah, that one unfortunately is not original, because the original one's a lot of money. I bought that one back in the 90s. It was a French replica. There are some Chinese replicas out of that radio too, but that's the only one in the collection that's a replica that I have. Everything else is original.
Wow. One of my favorite things so far about the exhibit, and any exhibit that we get, is that people have this desire to share their stories, like personal stories. I had a little grandpa who came up to me I think it was Monday or Tuesday, and he was so sweet. And he started sharing about how it just took him straight back to when he was a little boy. And he remembers, I can't remember if he said it was his mother or his grandmother had a radio. And, he's just like, would talk about like just hearing it in the background, and it just really took them straight back. And I had another lady today who came in and said she loved the exhibit. She's like, this is so cool. She said, I actually have a huge collection of old radios in my basement. She said, and my granddaughter said, when we put you in the nursing home, she says, I'm going to get a dumpster. And I said, well, let me give you Steve's number.
Yeah, let's pump the brakes there. All right.
I know. I was like, blasphemy.
Yeah. Well, and it's very nostalgic, in a very positive way. And for me, my favorite memory of WOMT was Sunday nights. Growing up, there was a big band show, and every Sunday night, my grandma and I would play King's Corners, and she would enjoy a glass of the vintage Chateau LaSalle. And I myself, being in grade school, would enjoy an ice cold Pepsi Cola out of a glass bottle. And big band playing it doesn't take much for the sense memory to take over of every Sunday night. And that's what we did. And I loved it.
Well, before there was a way, like I have an AM transmitter and I could transmit anything I want to these radios in the house. But when I first started collecting, there was no internet. And I used to listen to that Andy Anderson show every Sunday.
Yeah.
And turn all the radios on in the house. And I looked forward to that, because you could hear the music, from the time period getting piped through the radios. And the radios, AM at the time in the 30s, was the only, music band there was. You had shortwave bands for news and things like that, but AM had higher fidelity. The sets were made for higher fidelity AM than anything that's made today, because now they have FM radio and Bluetooth or whatever, but they have a nice warm sound to them.
Yeah,
especially the tube sets do.
Yeah, for sure. Now, just to go back to something you had said, Steve, did you have any hand in the restoration of the radios that you had restored?
Yes.
So what did you do?
If I needed to, I would I would clean them up and restore the finish if I could. Otherwise, I would strip the finish right off of the radios and refinish them. And I have a guy. I had a guy, an old Navy guy, who's gone now, who used to do the electronic restoration for me. Now I've got a guy in Manitowoc, a young man who's very good at doing it. So I use his services. Primarily, the work that I do on any of these radios is the cosmetic stuff, and I did that from years of restoring furniture. Before I was collecting radios, I always like to restore old furniture. Before there was an IKEA store that you could go in and buy things. When I was young and had no money, you would go to garage sales, find some beat up pile of junk, and then strip it and refinish it and make it look like new. And that's what I did, back in the '80s or whatever that was. But yeah. So
Very cool.
and the fun part is hunting down the parts for them. There's
sure.
different vendors, antique radio vendors. Tubes are readily available. You can buy reproduction grill cloth, knobs, anything for these radios. So it's a pretty big hobby, bigger than you would think. I belong to the Wisconsin Antique Radio Club. There used to be, before the internet, huge swap meets that would take place in Chicago for these things. But a lot of it's now internet based.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like everything else, right? I mean, unfortunately. But also, if anyone is interested in getting more in depth than we can, unfortunately, we don't have a ton of time, but head to C. Hafer News online, chafernews.com. Steve did an incredible guest article that talks about how he got into collecting and his upbringing with collecting and everything. It is a fantastic read, and do yourself a favor and just head over there. This is an unsolicited plug for C. Hafer News, but
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can just slide the envelope under the door. We're the first office upstairs.
Invoice me later. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Oh, I didn't know bribes were invoiced these days. Is that true? That's great to know.
Come on, man. Yeah.
It's such a corporate world.
Yeah,
but no, it really is a fantastic article. Steve did a great piece, and so do yourself a favor and head there. Just search under his name, and it'll pop right up. So, the exhibition, yes.
No, I was just gonna say, I know Ian wanted to share a little more about other things that are happening with the whole 100-year celebration.
But before you start sharing, I was just gonna say, if you want to see these beautiful radios and this amazing ephemera that's going to switch a little bit, hopefully that souvenir bat's going to show up in there sometime.
Oh, you know it. Okay,
good. I really hope to show up to Manitowoc Public Library for the WMT 100 Years of Radio. Downstairs, right when you come in the door, it's running through April 30th. May 30th? Correct. Thank you. See, this is why Emily is
Emily
here.
coming through. Thank you.
She always does. That's what,
I don't talk much, but
I'm just the eye candy for the show.
True.
Emily's the one who really. What was that, Ian?
Did
you have something you wanted to share?
Nope.
No, nothing you want to share with us? All right.
I have a bunch to share about WOMT turning 100.
There we go.
No, see, I was going to make your picture larger so that people could more focus on what you were saying. So talk about what's coming up for WMT 100.
So I don't know if you guys listen to the radio or if you guys have been walking around, if you've seen any of the billboards, but we are going big this year for 100 years of live local radio here in Manitowoc. So we had our Hungry for History presentation. Steve was so fantastic in kind of doing like a mini exhibition with the radios there. That went so well. We have so much planned going on. We have a promotion going on right now with Weichert Realtors Cornerstone, where we're hiding $100 in the community. Terry's going to local coffee shops every morning with Parker Hannafin in the Morning Brew. We're doing contests on Friday, Manitowoc Trivia, WOMT Trivia with Manitowoc Tool and Manufacturing. And then we got a bunch of events coming up too. We got Deuces Wild, August 20th. That's going to be at Pet Skull Dueling Pianos.
Oh.
Check that out. That's a free show.
Yeah, and that's free. That was amazing because my wife saw it pop up and she's like, would you mind grabbing tickets for that? I'm like, not at all. So I went to grab tickets and I'm like, I can't grab tickets. We just have to show up early.
I can't believe I did not get asked about the tickets from you, Tim. I would have easily fleeced you out of $40.
Oh, gosh darn it. I would have gladly given you a fleeceable 40.
And then we have Metro Jam coming up in June.
Right.
We have the Jim and Rick Show live at Metro Jam. That's going to be happening June 19th at 5:30 in Washington Park. So again,
Nice.
free for the community. And again, all in celebration of WOMT turning 100.
That's awesome.
And I love that the exhibition, don't dilly-dally, come and see it at the library, but that you're taking the exhibition on the road and doing it at various locations as well.
Yep. We're making it a traveling one, so stay tuned as to where it's going next.
Awesome.
Ooh, I was just going to ask, do we know? Or is that surprise?
It's a surprise. We're
okay.
in radio. It's the art of the tease.
Okay. I hate surprises.
Stick around.
Ian, I think of you as being the art of the tease.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome.
That compliment's going to get me through the day.
Well, now, if compliments weren't enough to get you through the day, I would guess that this might.
Ooh, I love the funkiness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Also, I just wanted to say that I feel fairly confident that you guys can win this because you've already answered some of the trivia questions in a roundabout way. So you can work. You're working as a team.
We got this, Steve.
All right. So here we go. There are 5 questions total. 3 right gets you a valuable prize.
Very,
Very valuable prize. Where, in what location, and when were the first public radio broadcasts done? So where and what year?
I know that it was in 1920, and it was for the election returns for Warren G. Harding, but I don't remember the station. I think it starts with a K. But I don't remember what
It was
the
on the
station
K. It was on the K side.
It was on the K side.
I don't.
I think
Philadelphia.
it was the election returns.
Actually, I'm going to give you a slight hint here. You're thinking nationally. Think globally.
Are you talking about Marconi sending a signal across the Atlantic Ocean to England? I believe that was or is this a radio show, a transmission?
No, it was actually, I'll tell you what it was. It was telegraph.
Yeah, it would have been, and it would have been Googly, whatever his name was, Gugliano Marconi, who was an Italian who really developed radio. But
I can't give you a point on
I
this
would say
one.
it was I would say
Not yet.
18
Where?
was that in 1898?
Oh,
Okay.
that is
Okay.
correct. That is a half point.
Where?
From what location? Where was the transmitter? Or what was the transmitter?
The transmitter, was it in Canada? I'm trying to think. But I mean,
We're giving
We're
hints.
giving you
I'm
a
drawing a
landmark
blank.
hint.
Look at us, Steve.
I don't-
We're giving you a hint.
New York City?
No.
What does this mean?
Church.
It's a hint.
Church.
No. It's hard to do.
So
The
you
Empire State Building. New
No.
York.
Nope. It's hard. You get half a point.
All right, we got a half.
It was from the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower was.
From the Eiffel Tower over.
Is a radio transmitter.
Wow.
All right, so half a
But
point.
you got half a point.
Yeah.
You are almost to the valuable prize.
I feel like getting the year would have been the harder.
I would have
part,
thought the year
but-
too, but okay. Question 2.
Question 2. What year did the AM radio band begin broadcasting?
Ooh, Steve.
I would say that would be 1920. In 1920 was the first radio station, but the band they may have been broadcasting AM band long before that because it was shipped to shore radio. I don't know what band that was on.
That is correct.
Medium wave band of some sort. Yep. So, I mean, the Titanic, they had a radio on board there in 1912. So I would say 1908.
I was going to say the same thing.
So close.
I feel like I should give you a
1906.
I feel like that should be a half point again.
Oh, I
because
was
it's
up by
so
2
close.
years.
You were so
Oh.
close. Let's give you a half
Half
a
a
point.
point.
So you're up to
Done.
1 point.
Yes.
Oh, good.
We got 3 questions left.
With 3
getting
questions
there.
left, and we're not that hardcore, obviously. But,
We're getting there.
okay. Question 3. What was the first song ever played over AM airwaves?
Oh,
God.
Ian has a look of defeat.
Oh man, I should know this too.
I have no idea.
Was it a foxtrot of some sort?
Can I give a hint?
You can give a hint.
Think of a
it would have been before Foxtrot.
wintertime holiday.
Would it have been Silent Night? Or Christmas?
Is that your
song?
final
Christmas.
answer? You know,
Let's
I'm
just say
only-
Christmas.
Well, you can't do that.
Ah, come on. All right.
Yeah, you're not making
I'm just
the
gonna say
rules for this
Silent
trivia
Night.
game. You know, I say we give another half point because you got the word night in it, but it was you got the wrong night. It was Oh Holy Night.
Oh, the holy one.
Oh, holy night.
You see, the whole
Okay.
Oh, holy night.
But it was played on Christmas Eve in 1906 in Brant Rock, Massachusetts, and it was played to ships along the Atlantic coast. So, I mean, like you brought up, it was ship to shore to ship.
And there were some hobbyists at the time too, because a lot of kids or people that built kit radios, or kind of like when the computer age started, how young people got interested in that.
Yeah.
They would build these primitive sets, these crystal sets, and listen for the ships.
And it was played live on violin.
Yeah.
It went out live. So at this point, you have 1.5 points. 2 questions still left.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay, what year did the FM radio band begin broadcasting?
Oh, FM. 1938.
1937.
Armstrong
Wait. Or is it
system.
1936?
Oh, wait.
Or is it 1935?
That is correct. It
I
is
thought it was 1935.
Yes. Sometimes you need to count down.
Yeah.
And at that time, the FM band was different than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
They switched to the present FM band right after the war. In fact, I have a radio up at the cottage that has both FM bands on it because it came out in 1947, and a lot of the late 40s radios had 2 FM bands.
Oh, that is super cool.
Some worthless information for you.
Well, bringing it up in trivia is an excellent time to bring it up.
Yeah.
That couldn't be.
Well, we're at 2.5 points.
You're at
all
2.5
we need
points.
To do is get a half a point.
All you need
and
is
luckily,
a half.
this next question is a two-parter.
I know it's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, what year and what was advertised in the world's first radio jingle?
Oh, God. Jeez, Ian, don't you know that one?
Oh, man. I haven't brushed up on my jingle history. Ooh.
Jingle.
Was it chimes? Was it the chimes for NBC?
No, what product?
Oh, it was a product. Okay.
What product was? I mean, it was a radio advertising jingle.
Asbestos. Joking.
Can I give a hint again?
I really wish it was asbestos.
Can I give a hint?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because you only
Sorry,
asbestos so far.
Huh. Steve, any guesses? First product.
Oh,
Yeah.
it probably wasn't cigarettes. Lucky Strikes or something like that. But was it a toothpaste?
You tell us. Ian, stop making faces.
I'm sorry. I get animated when I don't know things.
It's a good distracting tactic.
Yep. Borax, was that invented yet? I like
borax. I like both. I wish it was a combo ad for borax and asbestos.
Yeah.
It would be of the time.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, unfortunately,
What was it?
I was gonna say, can I give a hint?
No.
We didn't ask. They didn't say what year yet either.
Well, I know, but
Why are you so mean?
I'm not that mean.
20s sometime. I would say 1922.
Stop hinting, Emily.
So I'm not doing anything.
I saw what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see you.
No, I was just there's like.
Was it a jingle for like for the army? No, that's not a product. That's a oh my gosh, guys, I don't know.
Think Olympics. Bruce Jenner.
Who isn't Bruce Jenner anymore?
Breakfast cereal.
Could you be more specific?
Wheaties.
It was Wheaties.
It was
How did
Wheaties.
you ever get that?
It was
And-
Wheaties in
Breakfast of Champions.
Exactly. In 1926.
I think they get a half point for
You
that.
get a half point,
All
right.
which takes you up to 3, which means that you are.
Oh, find it, Tim.
It's not playing.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I wish
Steve.
people could have seen you dancing along.
Steve, great job.
I couldn't hear it.
Oh,
No.
you couldn't hear it?
Yeah, Breakfast of Champions. I didn't know they made Wheaties that far back.
Yeah. Well, breakfast cereal started catching on like around 1910, I believe.
Yeah,
It
the
was like
late 19. Yeah, Post and Kellogg.
yeah. Well,
Most
I hope
important
you-
meal of the day, whatever. Get out of here.
I think of it as the most floating meal of the day.
Well
Like-
put, Tim. Well put.
I don't like breakfast so much at breakfast time, but later on,
I think our
what
camera.
happened?
I think it fell a little far back. It's like it's only like seeing you from here now.
Really, that's my best part. That's my best part, from the nose up. I hope you gentlemen are ready for this prize. You'll be splitting this. I will bring it to WOMT the next time I'm there, to the Seehafer building. Gentlemen, you are the proud winners of 6 mini candy canes.
Left over from the holidays.
Wow.
3 of
How-
you. Yeah.
Those are nice.
How did you
Real
know?
nice.
Thank
Well,
you, guys.
I mean, you guys just seem like candy cane people.
Yeah. I saw their
That's
pictures and I
right.
said, you know what? I know it. Candy canes.
So, congratulations.
Yep.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Oh, look how
Wow.
sad they are.
I'm offended.
Especially
I gave
Ian.
you guys so
Ian
many
is very
hints too.
sad.
If I would have known, you would have been so ungrateful.
Oh my goodness.
Here and you know what, Emily, Tim, I have a gift for you too. Here is a memo from WOMT, an old
It's
memo.
blank. It's blank though.
It's-
As long as it's not a bill.
It's yeah, and this is yours. You guys have to split this though, okay?
Okay.
I get the top half.
You know, so you're familiar with our the way we collect prizes. You look around the office and see
Yeah.
what you have.
Oh, yeah, that's all I do, man. When I'm on there, yeah, I just see what's around me and what I can give away.
Yeah.
If it's not anchored to the ground, I'm giving it out.
Yeah.
For the 14th caller, a memo sheet. So, well, gentlemen, we're running out of time, mainly because I have to get to the desk to work in just a little bit. This has been great. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes, thank you.
Steve,
Thanks for having us.
collector extraordinaire, and Ian, Seehafer guy all around. I mean, you do everything there. You know, you are constantly doing everything.
The support team specialist. So I specialize in support with a focus on teams, Tim.
Wow.
And you have,
Doing,
you,
Literally.
you
doing
have
it especially well.
Thank you. Well, I
You're
should keep
welcome.
that.
and you have you own a few radios yourself, don't you, Ian?
I do, and Steve has kind of lit that fire again. So yeah, it's same thing. You know, I just
Come over to
love
my
the
house.
media.
There's plenty of them to light on fire.
So if you need me, I'll be over at Steve's house.
Oh,
Perfect.
gosh.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for being on the show today. Just tell anyone who missed it that they can catch it. It's archived on YouTube and Facebook.
Yep.
And great having you on. Thank you so much for joining us for our special 1 episode return.
Yep.
Welcome back, and thanks again,
Okay.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a
Thank
great
you very
day, you
much.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was great.
Those are two great guys.
They really
if you
are
ask
2
me.
great guys. And once again, let me just bring this up for everyone to take a gander at just one more time.
That's Trilly.
That is, well, that's not what I'm bringing. I was just having mouse issues.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. You're here to correct me. I know. WOMT 100, a century of live local radio in Manitowoc, April 20th through May 30th. April 20th is in the past. The May 30th is the thing you need to remember, and it's honoring a century-long legacy of WOMT presenting a rare exhibition of radios from the private collection of Steve Cantor. So do yourself a favor, come in and see it. It is really a great exhibition. And also, just my favorite trivia about WOMT didn't come up is that the call letters stand for the world's only Mikado Theater.
Yes.
Which is where they broadcast from originally.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I wonder if the background images have changed. Oh, well, the goblin's still there.
Normally we blur out the background, and I realized
That's
that.
true. I like it not blurred out. I think it adds a certain credibility to what we do. Yeah. We haven't done this in a year, so why not show off these pictures? Right? Oh, gosh darn it. Also, so we're going to be signing off very shortly, but we wanted to bring up something else that was coming up at the library, and that is Comic Book Day. Comic Book Day. Not Superhero Day, Comic Book Day, which is happening on
Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Why don't you tell us more about it, Emily?
Well, I'll just tell you a little bit of some of the activities.
Nice.
We've got a comic book sale that day where you can buy comic books for just 25 cents. There will be giveaways. There's a costume contest. Dress in your favorite or manga-inspired outfit and participate in our costume contest. Take a picture or video at the library. We'll post it to our Facebook, and whoever gets the most likes will win a LED mask. Tim, can you show them the Mask of Glory?
I would love to show them the Mask of Glory. I'm going to switch to a more neutral background so that the Mask of Glory is more visible. Take a look at this, everyone. This is one of the most amazing prizes I've ever seen.
Tim really wants one for himself now.
I do.
Every time you wave your hand in front of it, it changes.
It changes. Amazing, right?
So that could be yours if you win the costume contest.
Yes. Now, it should be noted that you can compete in the costume contest just yourself, or you can do a group.
A group, yep.
But if you do it as a group, just know that with that LED mask, you only get one.
So then everyone has to share it.
Everyone has to share it, or you have to do like a Highlander competition, so there's only one person left.
Yep.
There's
going to be a scavenger hunt, a comic book display, arts and crafts. There is currently a bookmark art. What do we call that?
Program
that's actually
it's a program
actively going right now. It's called Make Your Mark and Share Your Art. You can stop at our service desk and pick up a bookmark, and we're encouraging people to pick up two so that you can make one for yourself and give one away to someone who means something to you.
Yeah, which is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
And if you just want to donate it to the library, they'll be given away during the summer reading program.
Yep, correct? As prizes, because everyone needs a good bookmark, and why not get something that's original and handcrafted by, it's all ages, so anyone can do it. You might have something that was made by a 3-year-old or a 93-year-old.
Which is great.
Yeah, exactly.
I really love that idea. And there's just a ton of stuff happening on Comic Book Day itself.
Yep.
And so if you want more information, head to www.manitowoclibrary.org. Click on the comic book banner, and it will tell you everything you need to know about what's happening on Comic Book Day.
Yep.
May 2nd, running from 9 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon.
Yes.
So it's a great day.
Sure is.
Well, you know what? That's going to bring an end to our episode. And to be honest, we were actually a bit more concise than
honestly is probably the quickest episode. Normally we're like an hour and 15 minutes when we have full intentions of only making it a 45-minute show. But we're at 46 minutes, which is very impressive. Well done, Tim.
Good work. It's been fun doing this again.
Yeah.
Who's to say that this will never happen again? It might happen again in the future.
If something arises that, we feel is worthy of a real good boost.
Yeah.
Seehafer has done so much for the library. They let us bring articles to them that they post on their website and their Facebook page. And they've just been really great community partners.
Oh
for
yeah,
us.
and you know, we're constantly on Craig's show, the Breakfast
Yep.
Club. We're occasionally on Be My Guest. I mean,
Yep.
it's such a popular show that
Yeah.
I'm glad we get the spots on it that we
Yeah.
do. You know, it's fantastic. I mean, I was on Craig's show this morning.
I know
as a
you're
matter of fact.
always over there.
Yeah.
They might as well just get you an office.
That's what they have said. You know, which would be nice.
Yeah.
A lot less mileage on the car that way.
That's true. Well, you know what? Now we're starting to get close to 50 minutes. So
Yeah,
let's
now-
cut this baby off.
You know what? Let's just say goodbye and thank you for joining us today. Tell your friends to show up and watch it on archive because a lot of good information from Steve and Ian. It was great having him on. So from Tim
And Emily.
bye. Have great days.